They got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. At the 35, he's open. Got a lot of room to the right. The 20. Past the 10. And the defense couldn't corral him, and they took it all the way. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. First down for this offense. Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, boom, and making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Keeps looking downfield. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. And not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing, an easy conversion for this offense. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is.
Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
He's moving out of the pocket. Catch in the middle, it's Neal. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. So on their first drive of the game, they're going to roll the dice a little bit and go for it on 4th down in their own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Quarterbacks are, there's so many adjectives to describe them: calm, cool, collected, accurate, so on and so on. But a lot of times it's just smart, understanding the situation, the down and distance, and knowing where that first down marker is. Great job going to get that first down, new set of downs.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Daniels. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score. David, see if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Fires to the middle. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go to the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires to the big fella. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
He's back to throw on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They keep attacking through the air. A little screen to the running back. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Wolverines will try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Finds his man, and they convert. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They needed a bunch on fourth down, and boy, did they get it.
And I get aggressiveness. We get aggressiveness. We want to be aggressive, take shots down the field. First half, they felt like fourth and long. No big deal, and they get it. I imagine we'll get a few more of those.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Second and goal coming up. Sticks it in his belly. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but...
And he breaks into the open. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Skinner. They make the stop right there. Good pickup and still short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Looking to pass. It's Daniels. Might be looking to run. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. He's going to pass. Buys a little time with his feet. Easy completion on the shuffle. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
They're just trying to sneak the back out to the right side there, but great job tackling on defense against a guy who's hard to bring down once he has the ball in his hand.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game.
Just not enough leg on that kick. He wasn't able to clear the crossbar.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. On the move, it's Edwards. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He hurls one deep down the left side. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Nice job in coverage there. Offense trying to take a shot downfield. The defender able to tip that one up in the air and force it incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to throw, it's Warren. He's not afraid to go deep. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the 1st half.
That's the end of the 1st half. With the score, Michigan 10, Kansas 0.
The Wolverines will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll return it. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Down 2 possessions to start this 3rd quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the 2nd half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep 3rd downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on 1st down.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. Bounced off his feet. And the Jayhawks will hustle to the line. Looking for room, it's Neal. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains, it's 1st down at the 27.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there. As a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
Makes the catch. It's Neal. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Jayhawks. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense...
He's got it down the right side. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy, with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Looking for more room. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
To the ground. He's got it again. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
And, David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think the defense maybe time to start committing more guys to stopping that run, not worrying about the pass as much.
To the ground with the back. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Kansas 14, Michigan 10.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Bulls his way forward. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now he's looking to throw it. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Dropping back, it's Warren. They're setting up the screen. Oh, big juke to get past. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Running the red zone, it's Edwards. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Gonna run it. It's Edwards. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure. They'll power it inside with the fullback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The give. Touchdown, Michigan! And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 19. Set to kick this one away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Kansas offense returns to the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play call. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
To the air, it's Daniels. Throwing right. Got him, and nobody's close. The expressway is wide open. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. And this will be for the win.